Obviously, Sandy Brondolo was just couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity of what Caitlin Clark did to her team.
Unfortunate about Caitlin's not into this game, but she's going to still have a great impact on this team. I will give the coaching hat to her.
It is what it is. I think it's a big thing. It's a big thing. And look, I think All-Star Weekend is in a good spot. I think the WNBA is in a really good spot with all. There is a good relationship there. There's a good relationship between Caitlin and the Liberty players, including Brianna Stewart.
What if I told you that one coach is using the All-Star game to expose another team's biggest flaw? Sandy Brondello just handed Caitlin Clark the metaphorical whistle, and the message is loud and clear. This is how a generational talent should be treated. But why does it feel like the Indiana Fever are on the losing end of this comparison?
Fans are going to want the best situation for her, and if it's not in Indiana, fans are going to try push her out of Indiana.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. What if calling Caitlin Clark's basketball IQ off the charts wasn't just a compliment, but part of a genius coaching strategy? Sandy Brondello isn't just talking about Clark. She's demonstrating why her talent deserves a fresh approach. By handing Clark the coaching hat during the All-Star game, Brondello has done something almost unthinkable. She turned praise into a power move.
Unfortunate about Caitlin's not into this game, but she's going to still have a great impact on this team. I will give the coaching hat to her.
Think about this. It's rare enough for any coach to openly give a player, especially one so early in their WNBA career, such a massive vote of confidence. But Brondello didn't just stop at hyping up Clark's court vision. She actively empowered her.
Obviously the coaching change and everything happened. I don't think Sandy Brondello cares whether the team wins. I think she's just there to have fun. I think Caitlin Clark is there to have fun.
Allowing Clark to take the reins during such a high-profile event sends a bigger message, one that's being picked apart by fans and analysts alike. This is about recognizing Clark's potential, but it's also about showing the entire league what forward-thinking leadership looks like.
Caitlin is almost 100% going to coach at least part of this game. I would not be surprised if I said this, I think they're probably going to mic up Caitlin Clark.
The media reaction has been wild. Some are calling it a masterclass because Brondello's move goes deeper than developing Clark's skills. It's about setting a precedent. By putting Clark in a leadership position, Brondello is saying, "We trust not just your talent, but your mind."
It'll be fun to... I think you've seen it with the Fever. She's been very active on the sideline when she wasn't playing, so we'll utilise that as well.
This isn't only about play calling. Clark is being asked to think strategically about the game from the bench perspective. The impact? Analysts are now questioning why other teams like the Indiana Fever haven't done the same. The contrast is too sharp to ignore. The Fever, for all their talent on the roster, haven't given Clark this kind of space to grow. Sure, she performs on the court, but has anyone in their organization leaned into her potential as a leader, the way the Liberty have? It's one thing to put the ball in her hands. It's another to put the clipboard in them.
I do want to see Coach Caitlin Clark. Because that would be a funny thing.
This wasn't just about the All-Star game. It's a signal. The Liberty aren't just appreciating Clark. They're positioning themselves as the team that gets her. And what's even smarter, they're simultaneously highlighting everything the Fever have let slip through the cracks. The contrast between the New York Liberty and the Indiana Fever couldn't be more obvious, and Caitlin Clark's experience highlights that divide perfectly.
Obviously, Sandy Brondello couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity of what Caitlin Clark did to her team.
The Liberty have built a reputation for valuing talent, not just for what players do on the court, but for what they bring to the team as leaders. On the other hand, the Fever are facing mounting criticism for questionable decisions and a lack of direction, and Clark seems to be caught in the middle of it. Look at how the Liberty treat Clark. It's not just Sandy Brondello praising her basketball IQ or letting her coach during the All-Star game. The team's biggest stars like Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart are all over her with admiration.
Because let's be honest, fans just want to see their player, and they want to see their player in the best possible situation.
Publicly, they've embraced her as if she's already basketball royalty. These aren't just hollow compliments either. These interactions at events send a clear message. Clark is valued beyond her stats. She's being welcomed, respected, and shown exactly where she stands in the league.
I mean, I think everyone's obviously pushing Sandy Brondolo right now because people just kind of want to see Caitlin just on the Liberty.
Compare that to her time with the Fever, where reports suggest her leadership hasn't been fully appreciated. It's like two completely different worlds. Why does this matter? Because when teams like the Liberty go all in on players, it changes everything. Morale, confidence, and personal development, those things skyrocket in a supportive environment.
It is what it is. I think it's a big thing. It's a big thing. And look, I think All-Star Weekend is in a good spot. I think the WNBA is in a really good spot with all.
Brondello giving Clark that level of trust during an All-Star game isn't just about showcasing Clark's abilities. It's a reflection of the organization's culture, where leadership and intelligence are held high. Every move Brondello makes builds on this dynamic, showing the Liberty as a team that's serious about empowering players in ways others, like the Fever, are failing to match.
Team Clark for the All-Star game, and she has come out and said something, and you know what? She seems to be in good spirits. Caitlin Clark seems to be in good spirits.
The Fever, meanwhile, have some explaining to do. They've got the talent on their roster, but their approach feels outdated. Questionable coaching decisions, not tapping into Clark's full potential, and a lack of organizational identity. They're squandering opportunities. It's hard not to think the Liberty are showing everyone what getting it right looks like.
There is a good relationship there. There's a good relationship between Caitlin and the Liberty players, including Brianna Stewart.
What this could mean for Clark's future, though, is even more interesting. When a team values you on every level, how could you choose anything else? The Liberty's approach to Caitlin Clark isn't just about one player. It's a roadmap for how generational talent should be nurtured. Sandy Brondello's decision to let Clark coach during the All-Star game is more than symbolic.
Something like that, because look, the All-Star game is not serious, and it's clear that the players are just there for fun. The vibes seem to be immaculate amongst the league.
It's a statement about valuing intelligence and leadership in ways that can transform a team. Imagine if every organization adopted this mindset. The shift wouldn't just elevate players like Clark. It could redefine the WNBA's culture entirely. As the Liberty set the standard, the Fever must confront their shortcomings. The league's future? It feels like it's swinging in New York's favor. What's next?